Hey cuties, Peachy here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have more better looks at Series 5 unboxed and our first look at the Rainbow High budget dolls. So let's get into it. So first of all, let's start off with Kim, and these pictures are taken by @OnCap8log on Instagram, so thanks to them for sharing these pictures of a real life IRL look at Kim in her box, and we also have some pictures out of the box. But really quick, here is also the barcode and the little UCPS code or whatever it's called, in case you want to keep your tabs open on if she's available on Target or just retailers. So because they're supposed to come out like this month, so it's good to have these this information just in case you want to check it out, and in your Target, just check it out if they're in the system, or even if they have some stock. So Miss Kim, she looks like a hot mess. It's the hair. It's really the hair. I don't know. Maybe it's just this specific Kim doll. But I do think that not every Kim doll will come with this kind of same distressed, messy looking hair or bangs. I think it'll be unique to every doll, if the bangs are sitting, if the hair is sitting, or if it's messy looking. So for this Kim, the bangs are not sitting. They're flying off, they're not gelled, and they look a little messy. And the hair, even though it's straight, does look like it will have some product at the end. So that's always annoying because it's straight hair. MJ, why are you applying product or gel? It's not gonna flop out, don't worry. It's straight hair, it doesn't need any product. It's giving me flashbacks to Jade from Winter Break, so little trauma right there for everyone who knows. But so her makeup, I think, is one of her highlights. I love the makeup. I like the dark eyebrows, actually. They really match her hair perfectly. The eyeliner just looks really nice, and in a different picture we'll see the makeup from a different angle. So but the lipstick, I love the neutral shade. It's like a very natural lip, pink lip. Even has a glossy finish, and the dress is very simple. It's just some denim, and I'm scared that the studs will fall off, because whenever I get dolls from MGA that have those studs, those silver or gold studs applied to any clothing pieces, they always fall off so easily. They're just not applied correctly. I think they should use super glue or something, because they always fly off very easily. But that's basically the only fault I have with, or about the dress. I think the dress actually looks great, and then the jacket, obviously she's wearing it over her shoulders like they did with Heather. Heather Grayson also had the same kind of look with a jacket over her shoulders and a one-piece dress. Actually, yeah, so that's very similar in structure. Yeah, very similar. So that's kind of weird that they're basically wearing the same outfit, just in different versions. So the actual jacket, though, I bet it's also going to look good when you put it on the doll. And then the back of the jacket, I wonder if it's gonna have some kind of design, because that would be really nice. And then the shoes are very simple, they're very basic. They're just some slip-ons, and there's some silver detailing there on the front, but there's really nothing else to look at. And then her earrings are also silver, kind of missed them the first time around. And her accessories, yeah, she comes with a sewing machine that has a bluish tint, a makeup palette, a makeup brush set, her iPhone, her phone case, with a look at the Rainbow High, the R logo on the phone case has kind of a dragon design or something. Looks really nice. And then obviously the hangers, the pants hanger is a little bit darker than the jacket hanger or whatever, and that's kind of off, but okay, whatever. It still looks great. And yeah, the artwork also looks really nice in the background. It's really hard to see because of the glare, but I definitely want to see the artwork. Here we have a different angle to Kim, and she's out of the box, and the hair really does look messy, but hopefully with a good comb through, and maybe once you gel down the bangs, it'll look more true to the actual stock photo, because I don't know, I feel like the big issue with her is just the hair that might look really off. But then the makeup, I love the dark blue, the graphic liner, the under eye makeup, I'm living for it. And then her earrings, we have a better look here at the actual earrings. So they both have R in silver and a little gem in dark blue, and the doll stand in this other picture looks really dark, and those socks are not included. Those are from at On Cap 8 lock personally, so they just added on the socks. She doesn't come with any socks, so don't get it twisted. So yeah, but it definitely, I feel like maybe the socks would have, maybe if they had added socks to her, or like a pair of boots, I feel like maybe that would have looked better for her overall design, because the shoes as it is, they're kind of basic. But I think she's overall very pretty, and I feel like she's definitely serving, but she is very simple. Moving on to the better looks at Victoria Whitman, thanks to at the Dolly Insider, and apparently these pictures are actually taken from like a Facebook group from all over the world, so I don't really know who to credit here, but yeah, at the Dolly Insider is the person, the account who shared these on Instagram. So Victoria, you know, she looks very nice and very sweet here. Obviously she is in the box, and so the accessories, the sewing machine, everything has a pink tint, so it looks really cute. And then the makeup palette seems to be maybe a new, actually maybe probably the same mold that they used for Kim's makeup palette. It's like a little bit wider. And then the phone case and the phone, we'll get a better look at those in real life in a second. But yeah, I think she looks great in the box, and I feel like from certain angles she looks a little bit better, and from certain other angles she looks a little bit off. So it really depends from the quality and from like the lighting and from like the angle you're taking pictures of her or that you're looking at her. But I definitely feel like from some angles she just doesn't look as good, but I definitely still feel like she looks just as good as in the stock photos. For instance, like in this picture, the lighting is better and the blurriness is less, so it's much more clearer. So I feel like she just looks better depending on, you know, the quality of the picture. But something I didn't notice before is that her eyelashes are not black, they are brown. If you look really closely, the eyelashes that they put on her are brown, so they're not black, and I didn't notice this before, but it's really a neat little subtle difference. It's a really cool detail, and I guess that means that they might add more different colored eyelashes to future dolls, which is very exciting. And I feel like I didn't notice it because maybe it just fits her whole vibe. She's a very natural looking doll, and so the brown eyelashes just really fit into the whole vibe. And it also probably doesn't help that her eyeshadow is all brown as well, so the eyelashes kind of blend in to the background. But her eye color is also very vibrant, and I also didn't notice this, but she has some like white lines underneath her eyes right there. It's very faint, but there's definitely some kind of makeup, or maybe that's just like a crease, or I'm not sure what that's supposed to represent. But yeah, she has those two very subtle white beige lines underneath her eyes. Like they're there, but it's very faint, it's very subtle, and again, almost didn't notice it. I wonder what's the purpose, like what are they supposed to represent? But otherwise, I think the lipstick, the placing, the blush effect looks really nice. The freckles are done to the nines. They're done perfectly. They're like appropriately sparse and like very sporadic. It feels definitely like very natural, and they're all over her face and body, as we know. And the eyebrows look maybe a little bit longer than Lila's eyebrows, so they are shorter eyebrows, but they're also not as short as Lila's eyebrows. We have more pictures, but they're a little bit more blurry, so I'm going to point it out here with this clearer picture that we have right now, that the embroidery on the ruffles on the top lead into the petals that are stitched on with the pearls. Isn't that a really neat little detail? I love how there's more details on her top and bottom than we initially noticed. Here we have the other pictures that are more blurry. So in these pictures, she is standing on her doll stand, which is very pink, and here she is standing next to Paris Hilton, just I guess as a comparison as to how pink she is. And in these close-ups, I can't even make out if she has those, white lines underneath her eyes. Maybe they're just defects. Maybe they're not supposed to be there. Once again, I love the earrings, the petals, the painted on details, the gem. And then her hair is gorgeous. It is in this unique new shade of strawberry blonde. It's a very warm shade of blonde, and it's curly, and it does seem to be maybe a little more sparse. So maybe she's not going to have the most thickly rooted head of hair, but still a really nice, unique shade of blonde. And then we have her accessories, which are again all pink, and the brush is matching her doll stand, and her phone seems to have a photo of it's a photo of her in front of like a beach. Maybe that's like, maybe she was supposed to go to Pacific Coast High, or maybe maybe she used to go to Pacific Coast High, or maybe she lives near there in Malibu or something. I don't know. I feel like that has to mean something. That's a really nice, neat little reference. And here we have also a picture of her next to Delilah, and they definitely have very similar vibes. They're both very like frilly and like naturally themed dolls. Like Delilah is a very pastel yellow, and Victoria is a very natural pink, beige, blonde. I don't know, but they have a very similar vibe. I don't know how to explain it. And lastly, we have finally a full first look of the new Rainbow High budget dolls, thanks to @JessRoyaleMonster on Instagram. And the caption reads, budget Rainbow High dolls found in Mexico. For some reason, Mexico has had to be the first and cheap dolls by Rainbow High and Monster High. So because the budget dolls for Monster High G3 were also spotted somewhere in Mexico, and the doll price apparently is $23. Now remember, that's in Mexico price, so maybe they will be cheaper like somewhere else. I don't know, maybe they will cost $20 in the US, but that's $23 for a Rainbow High budget doll. And so let's take a look at the actual doll. Here we have a look at what the packaging looks like from afar, compared, next to other dolls for comparison's sakes, next to a junior high doll and next to Series 4 Jewel Richie. And the box is definitely very slim. It does seem to be higher than the junior high boxes, but seems to be the same height like a average core series box. Now, the actual like sizing is very slim, and the width, it's kind of like the same, again, like a core series box, but it's all square. It's basically a rectangle. And now there's no like core series number on the top right with the little logo where it usually says the series of number. Instead, it just has the R logo, and then we also have the name, and that's it. We have some artwork at the bottom and just the title Rainbow High on the side, and the back will probably show the rest of the artwork and nothing else really too special. So Emmy has a very simplified version of her original look here. So instead of a hoodie, it's now a shirt. It's a t-shirt, and it still has the rainbow and pearls embroidered on, which is a really nice detail. But that's it. There's nothing else on the actual shirt. It's all black, and then her skirt actually seems to be basically a replica of the original skirt. It has the same length, same color. Maybe it's not the same fabric, but I feel like unless you have them side by side, you will probably not know the difference. So that's still basically the same piece. And then obviously these budget dolls for Rainbow High will not have any articulation. They will probably be made out of the same material like the OMG budget dolls that have, the bend and snap feature for the legs. But for here, for the Rainbow High dolls, I'm not sure if they will have the bend and snap feature, or maybe they will. Maybe who knows? But the shoes are not the boots, obviously, so they're just some simple heels. Are they a new mold or a reused, a recolor? I'm not sure. The face up, the hair seems to be basically the same like the original, but maybe shorter, and maybe the makeup has some different variants as well. So I think the packaging definitely does its job. It's very simple, and the doll is very simplified as well, but still with the embroidery, I feel like still has some of the quality that the original doll has. But that's really the only point. That's really the only part where I can say, oh, look, embroidery. It's like nice. It's a budget doll with embroidery, so it's nice. But then, the price point is like 23. So I don't know how you feel about this, but yeah, I feel like it's good. it's good. I don't know. And we have seen all of the Rainbow High budget dolls except for Cheryl so far. So I can't wait to see what these stock photos will look like. And yeah, that was the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way daily and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.